Welcome. My name's Fraser Hay and I'll be your host for this webinar, Things Have Changed. It's all about embracing artificial intelligence to create and live your vision by automating the jobs you hate, don't have the time for, and don't want to do. So, let me give you a quick introduction. I'm a business coach, marketing consultant, and author of over 20 books on Amazon. I've presented professionally as a keynote speaker on 4 continents around the globe, and I've just completed and launched my latest book, Things Have Changed, all about how to embrace artificial intelligence for each of the 4 stages of the entrepreneurial journey to help you to identify, pursue, and achieve your goals from pre-start to startup, survival, and high growth. Having said that, if you stay with me until the end of this webinar, I've got a free bonus for you, and it's a free copy of my book, The Art of Becoming a Happiner. Because for me, there are 3 types of people online. 1, those who make things happen and are able to automate key tasks and get things done quickly, on time, within budget, and without quibble, and they're happeners. And then you've got people who like to watch things happen, lurkers. And then number 3, you've got those who are left scratching their heads and wondering what happened. And I don't want that to be you. For at the end of this webinar, I'm inviting you to get in touch for a free 30-minute chat about what we're going to cover on the webinar today. And don't forget to download your free book as well. So, I also want to share that sometimes life is happening for you, not to you. So simply allow the plan to unfold in front of you, embrace it, and remember to take action. Before we begin, switch off your phone, close your other browser windows, grab a pen and paper for taking notes, completing some of the exercises and activities, and whenever you see this icon with the checklist and the pen appearing on the screen in front of you, then please take a moment to summarize your thoughts, complete the activity or the exercise I may be inviting you to complete. And if you're actually watching this webinar on replay, and if at any point you need more time to answer any of the questions, to make notes, or complete any of the exercises and activities, please simply press the pause key. Make your notes, and when you're ready to continue, press the pause key again. Now, what I'd like you to do is grab a sheet of paper and draw 2 lines down the middle of the page, like what you see there. Yeah, so you've now got 3 columns. And I want you to label the 3 columns: on point, on form, and on fire. Because many people are fearful, suspicious, or mistrusting of AI. Many people are confused and overwhelmed about marketing and martech. Many people are stagnating and not getting to where they want to be in terms of achieving their entrepreneurial goals and objectives. And what I want you to do in that first column, if you write the numbers 1 to 5, in the second column, write the numbers 1 to 6, and then in that third and final column, write the numbers 1 to 4. Okay, have you done that? Because for me, if you're on point, then you've recognized that you need to change. You know that you're focused, you know what tasks need to be performed, and that you're going to do those tasks well and to deadline. And if you can, you're on form because you've got a plan. You know you need a plan. You've decided to change and get a plan. You've got the right attitude, skills or solutions, tools, resources, apps, widgets, or AI to assist you in the implementation and execution of that plan. And if you're on fire, you recognize that you need support and that you're getting more and more enthusiastic about work. You're looking forward to getting up and getting stuck in. More importantly, you're surprising yourself because you're being empowered to action and you're generating confidence, progress, and results because you're getting all the backup and support that you need. So, 3 columns: on point, on form, and on fire. Numbers 1 to 5, and then 1 to 6, and 1 to 4. Done that? Ready? Let's proceed. So, Column number 1. Are you on point? Well, let's find out. Let's find out. Are you on point with your marketing, MarTech? As I mentioned, many people are simply confused, perplexed, or overwhelmed. Many have stagnated and they don't know what to do or how to do it. In fact, MarTech is the combination of marketing and technology, now in an industry worth over £340 billion per annum and over 9,000 vendors and solutions for you to pick and select from, which is causing some of the confusion in the marketplace. In fact, many people are overcomplicating things by doing the wrong things to generate backlinks, traffic, sign-ups, leads, registrations, appointments, sales and revenue. And as you look down that list, if there's any there that you need or want assistance with to get more of, then I think you're going to enjoy this webinar. But for me, when it comes to marketing, believe it or not, I've split that process down into 4 steps. And marketing, your marketing strategy is actually the last part of the process, because before that you need to identify what key elements and artificial intelligence, apps and APIs and software you need as part of your marketing technology stack, all pulling it together to help you automate and streamline your workflows and your processes. But in order to do that, you need to understand your customer journey and your sales process so that you know how to attract prospective customers, how to engage them, convert them, and retain and keep them as you scale your business. And your business is all based around your idea, your business model. And I cover more about that in my book, MarTech Simplified. But today in this webinar, I really want to get you thinking in a number of areas and how you can help yourself and your business to get on point, on form and on fire, and to streamline and automate the key processes and workflow so you can start generating the confidence and progress that you want. So what we're going to do with regards to that first column, getting on point, I'm going to ask you 5 questions. And at the end of this little exercise, I'm going to ask you to write down some numbers, total them up, and I think you might be pleasantly surprised. So, question number one in that first column. How many hours per week do you spend online? Write it down. I don't care whether which platform it is, which website it is, whatever it is you're doing online. You might be researching, you might be planning, you might be promoting, it might be customer service. Whatever it is, just be honest with yourself and honest with me. How many hours per week do you spend online per week? Write it down. And again, at any point, if you're watching this on replay and you need more time to answer any of the questions or take notes, simply press the pause key, make your notes and reflections, and when you're ready to continue, press the pause key again. Number 2, how many hours per week do you spend on the phone? It could be speaking to suppliers, partners, customers, even prospects, but it could be following up people after an appointment or a sale. But think for a moment and think, how many hours per week do you spend on the phone? And write your answer down. How many hours per week do you spend on the phone? Write it down. Done that? Excellent. Number 3, how many hours per week do you spend writing? It could be headlines, articles, blogs. It could be the scripts for a video. It could be a webinar script. It could be writing a white paper. It could be in creating ads for your products, services and solutions. But whether you're writing or whether you're typing, in terms of writing your marketing message and getting that out to an audience, how many hours per week do you do that? It could be bids, proposals, follow-up emails, whatever it is, the time that you spend writing, write down how many hours per week you spend doing that. Done that? Excellent. Number 4, how many hours per week do you spend having meetings and one-to-ones, chatting to people? It could be prospects, it could be members of your team, it could be customers, but actually having meetings with people. It could be over Messenger, Skype, it could be StreamYard, Zoom, Google Meet. There could be so many different tools that we can use for having virtual meetings and also offline meetings. But how many hours per week do you spend in meetings and one-to-ones with others? Write your answer down. Done that? And remember, if you need more time, press the pause key if you're watching this on replay. And when you're ready to continue, press the pause key again. And finally, number 5, how many hours per week do you spend networking? It could be morning meetings, lunchtime meetings, it could be afternoon or evening meetings, and it could be at a local chamber of commerce, your trade association. It could be that you're a member of a networking club or a networking group. It might be that you spend only time networking offline and going to venues. It might be that you're networking online. But in essence, when you're meeting with groups of other business owners and business people, it could be that you're using Zoom or StreamYard, but going into an environment with a collection or a group of other people, how many hours per week do you spend networking? Write it down. Have you done that? Excellent. So you've written down how many hours you spend against each of these 5 activities, and you've written your number down against each of those 5 points. Now what I want you to do now is add up your total hours. So add up your total hours, and then what I would like you to do is write down your hourly rate. How much do you either contract yourself out at, or how much do you get paid on an hourly basis? If you need more time, and if you're watching this on replay, to calculate that, simply press the pause key, and when you're ready to continue, press the pause key again. Next, you've now written down how many hours you spend per week in each of those activities. You've also written down what your hourly rate is. Now multiply the 2 numbers together. Multiply your total hours in each of these activities by the number of your hourly rate. Multiply the 2 together. And what I want you to do now is write that answer down. Look at that answer. Circle that answer. Why? Because that's how much you're investing in your business. And the chances are, as part of these different activities, you're doing jobs you hate, you don't want to do, or you haven't got the time to do them. And you'd rather be spending your time on other areas of your business. Now, anybody surprised by that number that you're looking at? Some people can be, some people are. Some people think, well, so what? Well, if you were to multiply that answer by 4, you now know how much you're investing in managing your marketing on a weekly basis. But if you multiply that figure by 4 and then by 12, that's how much you'll continue to invest in your business in managing your marketing unless you change and get on point. You need to think about how you can streamline and automate different key functions, tasks and jobs within your business so that you can focus on other areas of your business. And more importantly, how many people have you got in your team, on your staff, your payroll? Because if you get them to do this same exercise, your team is investing an awful lot of money and it's costing you money. In fact, it's costing you time, money and stress, which you don't need. And there are ways to address that, which I'll be sharing shortly. So, as we come to a conclusion at the end of step 1, getting on point, you now know how much time you're really investing in your marketing. And what I'm suggesting is it's time to start saving time, money and stress with, well, what if you had your own AI powered VA, your own artificial intelligence powered virtual assistant? And imagine saving that time, money and stress by delegating all the stuff you simply don't want to do or have the time for. And what if you could get your AI powered VA to do it for you and get it done on time, within budget and without quibble? Now, It's your business. You're in control. You make the decisions. You decide. All you have to do is delegate and automate, and it gets better. So the next thing that I want you to think about, having completed that column, we now know that you're wanting to get on point. But are you on form? Well, let's find out. Have you and your team got all the right skills and solutions? People, in order to allocate their time on key tasks, they need to have the right skills or solutions, the technical solutions, the automated solutions that can help them with the skills that they've got to complete the tasks on time, within budget, and without quibble. And you know your marketing and your marketing technology better than me, but let's take a closer look. For example, do you know what the top 5 things are that are holding you back and preventing the results that you want? It could be a lack of leads, a lack of sales. It could be that you don't have a content strategy. It could be that you don't have a nurture sequence or an automated funnel or sales process. But it could also be you don't have a customer avatar or a clearly defined customer journey or a collection of all the software and hardware that you need to automate your entire marketing game plan. Whatever it is, just take a moment. And if you're watching this on replay and you need more time, take a moment and write down the top 5 reasons that you think that are holding you back and preventing the results you want. Whether you think you don't have the staff, or you don't have the time, or you don't have the technology, whatever it is, take a moment and write down the 5 things that you think that are holding you back and preventing the results you want. And again, if you're watching this on replay, press the pause key so you can take notes. When you're ready to continue, press the pause key again. Excellent. Now, I want you to think why you might not have achieved those goals. You've made your notes. Excellent. But let's find out if there are any other reasons. That is a snapshot of the marketplace, of all the different software solutions, website offerings, APIs, and different combinations and solutions that you can pull together to help you to automate your marketing. And it can be very confusing and overwhelming. However, having said that, here on my website, itstacksup.com, I like to take all of that and split it into 6 key areas: ad tech and promotion, content and experience, social and relationships, sales and commerce, management and data. And these are the 6 fundamental mission critical areas that you need to manage in order to generate the confidence, progress and results that you, your stakeholders, shareholders and investors want. So how do we do that? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to write down the following names for each of the numbers 1 through 6. And the first one is ad tech and promotion. So write that down in your middle column. I'm going to ask you 3 questions for each of the 6 different areas. I want you to answer the 3 questions yes or no, and then total up your number of no responses and write that against each of the words for the different areas. So the first one is ad tech and promotion. Do you have a clear customer avatar? Yes or no? Number 2, do you know your current cost per lead? Yes or no? And number 3, do you know your current return on advertising spend? Yes or no? Answer yes or no to the 3 questions, total up your number no's, and write that number beside the words ad tech and promotion in number 1 in the middle column. And we'll keep a note of your scores as we run through this. Number 2, content and experience. Again, answer yes or no to the following 3 questions, add up your total number of no's and write that against the words content and experience for number 2 in the middle column. Do you know what percentage of visitors to your website like to digest visual content? Yes or no? Do you know what percentage of visitors to your website or LinkedIn profile prefer to digest audio content? Yes or no? And number 3, do you schedule your content posts in advance? Yes or no? Yes or no to these 3 questions, add up your total number of no's and write that beside the words content and experience for number 2 in that middle column. Now, we communicate in one of 3 ways. We like to view, watch or read information, we like to hear information, and we like to meet people. So I want you to think about, with your marketing message, are people seeing it? Are they hearing it? Are they wanting to meet and connect with you? And we've got to think about how we word, phrase and package our marketing message and ensuring we get it out in the right medium. Because if you're getting out in the wrong medium and the wrong message to the wrong audience, you could be losing up to 66% of your audience every single day. And I'll give you an example of that. I was in a company in Surrey, and the phone had been redirected through into the boardroom where we were having a meeting. The phone rang, the girl sitting beside me answered the phone, put it on a loudspeaker, and a voice said, "Hi, I've heard good things about you guys. Can you tell me more about what it is you offer?" And she said, "Yes, if you go to the website at www. Gave directions of a page in the menu option, thanked them politely, call was finished." But he had said, "I've heard good things about you. Can you tell me more about what you do?" He was an auditory type person. He wanted to hear the information. He was directed to the website to read the information. There was a massive disconnect. The sale was lost. And I want you to think how you package your content to appeal to other people's communication styles, because 33% want visual content, 33% want auditory content, and 33% or more will probably want to meet you to get to know you as a person. And if you've got the wrong message to the wrong communication style or the wrong segment of your audience, you also need to think about information needs. Some people like results and graphs. Some people like bullet points. Some people like white papers and detailed analytics or detailed information that explains fully and in great detail what's in offer. So in addition to the communication style, you need to think of the information needs of your prospects. But at this stage, 3 questions. Yes or no to these 3 questions. Add up your total number of no's and write that against your words on that middle column. Number 3, social media and relationships. Do you know how many visitors you've got to your LinkedIn profile every month? Yes or no? Do you know how many shares you get to your posts per month on LinkedIn? Yes or no? And number 3, do you know how many sign-ups you had to your lead magnet last month? Yes or no? Answer yes or no to the 3 questions, add up your total number of no's and write that against the words social media and relationships for number 3 in that middle column. Now, let's suppose you have a product or service where you charge £1,000 or more for, or at least that first opening order is £1,000, or that first invoice to a new client is £1,000. Now, if you're getting 50 visitors a day to your LinkedIn profile, that's 250 in a 5-day week. That's 1,000 visitors in a month. And if you are not following up those LinkedIn visitors, your profile visitors, and supposing your conversion on your sales appointments, your Zoom calls, when you're out in the office meeting with clients is 1 in 10, that's 1,000 sales opportunities at a 10% close is 100 times that £1,000. That's 100 grand you could be losing per month because you're not engaging with your audience, following them up, and making sure that your marketing message is generating the results that you want. And if you have not yet produced a lead magnet, which could be a free tool, a free video, a free report that you can offer to help offering and showing and demonstrating social proof and your expertise and feedback from other customers, you could be losing a phenomenal amount of opportunity, and all of that could be automated. Let's go to number 4. Sales and commerce. Write that down for number 4 in the middle column. 3 quick questions. Answer them yes or no. Add up your total number of no's and write that against the words sales and commerce. Do you know how many steps you've got in your sales process? Yes or no? Number 2. Do you use an automated system to help get people onto their customer journey and for you to have the appointment and to help close the sale? Yes or no? And number 3. Do you have a proven and scripted methodology to help you sell and remain in control of your sales appointments or sales calls online, on site, or on the phone? Yes or no? Add up your total number of no's and write that number beside the words sales and commerce in the middle column. Cart abandonment and people stopping halfway through a sales process because it's too complicated or they just don't understand what the next step is very, very common. Many people haven't yet automated their sales process and they're losing opportunity. They're losing a chance to improve their cash flow, and they're certainly losing sales and revenue. And I don't want you to do that. But if you've answered yes or no to these 3 questions and written down your total number of no's, let's proceed. Data. Number 5, write down the word data. 3 quick questions again. Do you have a privacy center? Yes or no? Do you have an accessibility menu? Yes or no? And do you know the 8 rights of an individual? Yes or no? And again, add up your total number of no's and write that number against the word data in that middle column, number 5. Do you have a privacy center on your website? You should. This is where you're managing each of your documents and your policies to comply with data protection and GDPR. And an accessibility menu is where you see that little Vitruvian man icon. You can see it on my website at itstacksup.com. You click on it and a number of options and tools become available because a large percentage of your audience have accessibility challenges, and Google and other platforms are actually penalizing you, and you can now be heavily fined. For example, Netflix was heavily fined by not annotating their videos online. Safeway, supermarkets and Domino's Pizza were heavily fined because their online shopping cart and their online sales process wasn't good enough for assisting people with visual impairment to easily navigate through that process. So if the large corporates and organizations are being heavily fined because of the legal requirements in making your website more accessible, because I myself have only got one eye, how I lost that eye I share on my TED talk, and I regularly get injections in this eye, and when I visit some people's websites, the colours, the size of the font, sometimes I prefer to go text to speech so I can hear the content, and many of your prospective customers are probably the same, and you might be losing rankings, visibility, sign-ups and registrations because you haven't addressed the accessibility challenges of your target audience. And when it comes to the 8 rights of an individual, people, consumers, even business owners, individuals and entrepreneurs are becoming more and more concerned about privacy, their data. They've got the right to be informed. They've got the right to have things rectified and clarified. They've got the right to deletion and portability of their data because people want to remain in control and protect their data. Hence, again, the good reason for having a privacy center on your website. Let's go to the next one. Number 6, management. Write that word down in the middle column for number 6. 3 quick questions, yes or no to each. Add up your total number of no's and write that down against number 6 on the middle column. Are you ahead of your revenue targets for the month and year? Yes or no? Do you know how much you're investing in your marketing and what your marketing monthly costs are per month? Yes or no? And have you got clearly defined key performance indicators for the tasks that your team, your staff, or your outsourced subcontractors are actually doing for you? Have you got them clearly defined? Yes or no? Answer yes or no to the 3 questions. Write down your total number of no's and write that against management on that middle column, number 6. You need to be in control of your numbers. You need to be monitoring, counting and measuring your progress every single day and reporting on that progress for your own confidence, for the confidence of your stakeholders, shareholders and investors. It might even be family members. And there's an easy and simple way to do that. But I want you now to add up your total number of no's in that middle column. Add them up and write that number down. Because there we've been speaking about your MarTech, your marketing technology, and ways in how you can be streamlining your workflows and processes, automating that to save time, money and stress so that you can focus on other challenges. We've done column 1. We know how you're spending your time or investing your time in the business. Column 2 was all about the technology you're using or not, as the case may be. Anyone surprised by those numbers? Okay, yep, right. Well, I want you to think about that for a second, because if you continue to do what you've always done, you'll continue to get what you've always had. Having looked at all these things we've just discussed in those 6 different areas, what would you say are your top 3 priorities that you would like to delegate or automate, streamline, so that you become more efficient and are able to scale your business and marketing for the year ahead? Write them down. And again, if you're watching this on replay and you need more time, simply press the pause key. When you're ready to continue, press the pause key again. Okay. So, you're already making progress. Now, how can I say that? Well, quite clearly, you now know whether you're on point or not. You know how you're spending, investing your time. We've done that exercise. On form, we now know the 6 areas of your MarTech stack and areas in which you can improve your marketing to streamline your workflows and processes. Now, I want you to think, what if you could get help to automate all 6 key areas of your marketing? Imagine getting help to build and automate each part of your MarTech stack, getting all the technology components that you need, including artificial intelligence, to make the right decisions to help you to automate and manage your ad tech, your content and the experience, the social media and the content posting for getting your message out to your intended audience. And what about streamlining your sales and selling process so that you can close more sales and win more customers as you manage each of your lists and your data for maximum results and return on advertising spend? The good news is it's your business, you're in control, you make the decisions, you decide whether you want to automate all of that to free up your time and to reduce the amount of time, money and stress that you may already be investing in your business. So, what if you had somebody to assist you in doing those jobs that you don't want to do and saving that time so that you can delegate all of that stuff to a third party? If you look at some of these icons there, it could be your landing pages. It could be writing your email copy. It could be helping you with your strategy documents. It could be your videos or your webinar scripts. All of that could be automated and actioned on your behalf to get it all done on time, within budget and without quibble. But more on that later. The third column, are you on fire? Now, if you're on fire, yes, you recognize that you need to change. Yes, you want your plan written and so that you're totally focused and have got adequate resources to resource that plan. But are you on fire? Are you getting up in the morning looking forward to your work? Are you achieving your goals and objectives? Are you holding your team and your staff accountable? Are you getting your message out to your intended audience and getting the engagement and the sign-ups and the registrations that you want so that you can have appointments or generate sales for your products, services and solutions? I hope so. because that's what we're going to be covering now. And when you're on fire, you're actually achieving not just your revenue objectives, but you're surpassing those objectives. And stakeholders, shareholders, and investors are very, very pleased, as you will be as well, because of the confidence, progress, and results that you're generating. However, on a scale of 1 to 10, how serious are you in wanting to achieve your marketing objectives? Write that down. On a scale of 1 to 10, how serious are you in wanting to achieve your marketing objectives for the year ahead? Where 1 is, well, no, sort of, and number 10, yes, I'm really serious about changing, getting a plan, and making sure I'm getting the backup and support to achieve my objectives. Done that? Again, if you're watching this on replay and you need more time, press the pause key. When you're ready to continue, press the pause key again. Okay, so we're in the final column now. On fire. I want you to be on fire, looking forward to getting up in the morning, going to your work, getting your marketing managed and actioned on your behalf so that you are working towards your financial objectives. So, what are your revenue objectives for the next 12 months? Write them down. You can be as audacious as you want, as pessimistic, conservative, or as enthusiastic as you want. But be honest with yourself and me. So, write down what your revenue goals are for the next 12 months. How much do you want to generate in the next 12 months? Again, if you're watching this on replay and you need more time, simply press the pause key. When you're ready to continue, press the pause key again. Number 2, write down what your revenue has been for the last 12 months. Go on, write it down. Write down what your revenue's been for the last 12 months. Again, if you need more time and you're watching on replay, press the pause key. When you're ready to continue, press the pause key again. Okay, so you've written down what your revenue goal is for the next 12 months. You wrote down what your revenue's been for the last 12 months. That could also be income if you've not yet started the business. But what I now want you to do is subtract what the income or revenue's been for the last 12 months from the revenue that you've set for the next 12 months. And again, if you need more time and you're watching on replay, press the pause key. When you're ready to continue, press the pause key again. Now, having written that answer down, I now want you to divide that answer that you've written down by 50 and write that answer down. Because you've now calculated how much extra revenue you want between last year and the end of next year. That's how much extra revenue. And by dividing it by 50, you've now looked at and have how much extra per week you need in order for you to achieve your revenue objectives. And if you've done that, you now know how much extra revenue that you need, yes, to achieve your goal per week. More importantly, for every week that goes by, you're recognizing, in addition to the increase in cost, that you're investing your time or your team are in the business, and also all the existing costs you have for different software, different website subscriptions, and other services you may be paying for. You've also got an opportunity cost as to how much extra revenue you should be and need to be generating on a weekly basis. So, having said that, as we look at your numbers, anybody surprised by those numbers? Okay, I've got a few shocked people. That's fine. It's to be expected. Having said that, can you afford to be missing or not generating that amount of revenue every week? No, I don't think so. So as you reflect on that, I want you to think about, do you need to change the way you're managing your marketing? I suspect you do. Have you got a plan that's going to detail exactly how you're going to generate that revenue, and a plan that you can give to your stakeholders, shareholders, investors, or even your bank or your family to explain fully what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how you're going to get there? And have you got backup and support and What about if you had an AI powered VA to assist you with all the jobs that you hate, don't have time for, and don't want to do? Well, imagine saving time, money, and stress with an AI powered VA that can help you start generating confidence, progress, and results, help you manage your marketing, manage your advertising campaigns, schedule your appointments, make sure that you're generating the sign-ups and registrations into your sales and marketing funnel. Remember, it's your business, you're in control. It's up to you as to how much success you want to achieve in the next 12 months. But if you're ready, then the good news is, welcome to what we have at itstacksup.com, where we help you to revolutionize your sales marketing to enable you to drive growth, innovation, and return on investment so that you can create and live your vision in 4 simple steps. And what I want to do is assist you through these 4 steps, where we help you to analyze, prioritize, strategize, and optimize to start getting the results that you want in your business and with your marketing to get and take you to where you want to be. So how do we do that? Well, it starts with step 1, where we help you to identify opportunities for growth in 6 key areas. Yes, you can set your big revenue goal, what it is you want to achieve, but we need to look at where you are in relation to your business model, your customer journey. We help you with your MarTech stack to start thinking about automating key components of your marketing strategy, how you're going to be generating leads, and more importantly, to start closing more sales and getting that larger financial commitment from prospective customers as you go forward. And we can map that out. We can identify areas for growth. Perhaps there are skill gaps, skill weaknesses, skill shortages, but the good news is we prioritize the issues, challenges, and obstacles in each of these 6 areas: your model, your customer journey, your MarTech stack, your marketing, your lead generation, and of course your sales, so that you can start holding different members of your team and staff accountable, even yourself, so that you get on point, on form, and on fire, and stay completely focused with your own plan. And we help you to write that plan to make sure all the different components are documented so that you can make sure there's adequate resources for each, and more importantly, the key performance indicators are set so that you can hold your staff accountable and, should you wish, have your AI-powered virtual assistant managing each of these components and getting them done on time, within budget, and without quibble. And you can replace all of these expensive solutions with just one solution. And that one solution, you know it makes sense. It stacks up. It's stacksup.com. For what we do is we help you improve your marketing performance, and we can give you an entire marketing platform, customized, bespoke, and built to your color, branding, and your specific needs, and everything you need to start generating backlinks, traffic, sign-ups, registrations, and sales, so that you can automate your marketing by leveraging artificial intelligence. And we offer a wide range of solutions, pre-packaged tools, resources, and automated solutions that can help you reduce the time and effort on some areas of the business so that you can focus on what it is that you want to focus on in driving the business forward. And when we think about optimizing your business, we give you access to your very own AI-powered virtual assistant who's at your command 24/7, 365 days a year, who'll assist you in documenting, executing, and automating your marketing. And I'd like you to imagine what it'd be like if all that marketing stuff that you simply don't want to do, haven't got the time for, or just hate, was getting done without excuses as per your instructions. for you can gain clarity, vision, and purpose with your business model. We'll help you identify exactly what you can do in order to delegate, writing, executing, and automating your business model so that you can find and create new sales opportunities to enable your body to scale and grow. And with a solid foundation with your business model, we can also help you improve loyalty and retention with your customer journey, as your AI powered virtual assistant will assist you in increasing engagement, satisfaction, and customer loyalty by helping you to attract, engage, convert, transact, and scale your customer journey directly focused and personalized for your customers as they return time and time again to spend more money on your products, services, and solutions. And it gets better because you'll be able to reduce waste and efficiency with your MarTech stack. So we can help you to improve data security, privacy, and compliance. We can help you to automate and streamline each of your workflow and processes so that your lead generation and your sales are working in harmony and unison together through a unified and optimized MarTech stack and marketing technology solution that's in your look, feel, color, and brand so that you're getting the confidence, progress, and results that you want. And all of that will be documented in your own marketing strategy, again, bespoke and written for you or with you in your industry, sector, and niche, so that you've got a very clear and specific customer avatar. You know where they congregate online and what the best traffic sources and lead sources are for generating results and pulling them into your sales funnel. And in order to get them into your sales funnel, you need to generate leads. And we're going to help you by providing an automated solution to assist you to generate leads, sign-ups, and registrations for people requesting your lead magnet, your digital asset, your free item of value, wanting to schedule appointments with you so that you can demonstrate social proof and the wisdom and talent and solutions that you've got to help them with the pain, problems, and challenges that they may have that you know you can fix. And if you've got them in your pipeline, if you've got them in your funnel, you'll be wanting to close them on that appointment to improve your sales and revenues. You work towards those revenue objectives you've already set and written down earlier in this webinar. I want to ensure that you've got the best possible help to close deals, win clients, and generate even more revenue with the help of the automated tools and solutions that we've got to assist you in achieving the confidence, progress, and results that both you and your stakeholders and shareholders want. And best of all, you will save time, money, and stress. In fact, confidence, progress, and results are guaranteed when you implement and apply what we share. And before you know it, you can start generating results like this. Up there you can see 400 profile views in one 24-hour period. You can see the exposure on over 200 different social media and news channels and outlets. These are just a small selection of some of the logos. You can see the vast improvement on LinkedIn by following our pipeline lead generation system that we make available in the members area of the site, and some of the other results and awards that I've generated. And I want you to start generating backlinks, traffic, and signups for your products, services, and solutions. And we've got three options. You can do it yourself by signing up and logging into the members area and making use of all the tools, resources, and solutions that we have inside. Or you can get help from myself or another one of our coaches to guide you through that four-step process of analyzing, prioritizing, strategizing, and optimizing by automating each of these 4 steps to enable you to start working towards and achieving each of your goals and objectives. And then, of course, option 3, it can all get done for you with our AI-powered virtual assistant to assist you in automating your marketing for each of the 4 steps in the process. But first of all, you need to recognize where you are on our journey today, because you're here now on our free webinar. And as I offered at the start, is to invite you onto a free strategy call to find out exactly what you've learned and gained from the webinar. And you can explore the 3 options with myself: do it yourself and log into the members area, done with you in terms of having a coach to guide and assist you through the process, helping you, answering your questions, and then done for you, having it all automated on your behalf. But you need to confirm where you are in your head, your heart, and your gut in terms of today. Do you feel stagnated, confused, or overwhelmed where you are in your life, career, or business today? If so, then you might lack clarity, vision, and purpose, or a documented plan or game plan. And we can offer a framework and a strategy to assist you and your marketing in order for you to generate leads, inquiries, prospects, sales, and referrals. And best of all of that can be automated using artificial intelligence and getting the backup and support from ourselves that you need. But please don't just take my word from it. Here we've got feedback from other people who are probably in the same position or circumstances that you might well be today, and their feedback from having asked for help and how we were able to help them. So all I can say now is thank you for taking part in the webinar, and please get in touch via the website and make sure you download a free copy of my book, The Art of Becoming a Happiner, and get in touch to have that free 30-minute chat to discuss what we've covered on the webinar today and how we can help you get you to where you want to be. Thank you very much indeed. And you know it makes sense. It stacks up. www.itstacksup.com. Thank you.